Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to All in Our Heads. Once again, we're doing a little intro, and you know what we're going to ask. I don't know how you listen to us, and I'm not asking you to tell me how you listen to us. Thank you for listening. If you can just please share it. And I've noticed last week we had a lot of people share. Like, share the link.
Yeah.
I saw the link being shared, which is I appreciate that. And it's, again, if there's 100 people who are listening, let's just say 20 of you really like us. I'm not trying to pick outrageous numbers. Say 20 people really like listening to us. Can you 20 people just share it? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe. Sorry to.
I thought you were going to continue. I didn't want to interrupt you. That was very good. Yes, please share. You can listen to us at the iHeartRadio app, the Laughable.com app on iPhone, Stitcher Radio, or iTunes. Any of those platforms is great. I prefer the Laughable.com because I'm an iPhone user. So this week we talked about my birthday a little bit. Receiving gifts. We talked about Mike's acting.
My frustrations and my
his acting
discouragement.
It's good. And then talks a little bit about some comedy. And we try what was that? What do you call that?
Country music.
Country music freestyling.
Yeah,
that's what we did. So it's a good episode, everybody. Check it out.
You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandez and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Yo.
You got headphones on?
Not yet ready.
Nah. He's searching for the headphone plug.
Every week I can't find a thing. There it is. There it is.
Got it?
Here I am.
Yeah.
Hello?
You there?
There I am.
All right. Let me play something first before we start.
Happy birthday to my friend Joe, 'cause it's his day, and I write him a song. He's my special friend. I can't hear. It's his day. Happy birthday. Clap, clap, clap. I can't hear.
That was the happy birthday song you just sang with your little retarded bunny thing you do on Snapchat.
That thing cracks me up, man. I fucking love it. I couldn't hear it, though. Was it on?
It was on my computer, so whatever. It made it to the broadcast.
Oh, nice.
I could have played it on my other thing, but I didn't feel like searching it now.
What other thing?
My phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not plugged in, so.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thanks.
I did not know I thought you were pranking. I'm like, I thought your birthday was in June. I'm like, June? I don't think his celebration is 2 weeks, a week and a half before his birthday. I'm like, nah, no way.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Just like me to get clean before the party of my birthday.
That's right. That's it. Right after my son's. That's right. Okay, not lying.
Be like, Joe, you sure you want to get clean now? You got 10 more days to your birthday. You can party. Nah, let's do it today.
I'm still a little fucked up from St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
I think I'll be all right.
Let's do it today. So, yep, birthday, home, chilling.
You doing anything special for your birthday?
I went hiking with the dog today, and then I was just chilling, watching. Actually, I felt like I just felt in the mood to watch that old documentary Comedian with Seinfeld today, so I just watched it. It's just
I wanted to watch that again too. Is it good?
Yeah, because I seeked out the Comedian with Robert De Niro on my Fire Stick.
Did you find it?
No. Well, I found the poster, but it doesn't. There's no feed
play yet?
Because I heard an interview with the directors of the Blu-ray's coming out, so I assumed it would be out. But nope. And then I saw the Seinfeld one right above it, so I'm like, let's just watch it. And
right.
It's such a good movie.
Yes, it is.
And I was supposed to go to Ruth Chris with Kerry tonight. She was going to take me, but we moved moved it to Friday because a friend of mine's brother overdosed, so I got to go to his wake tonight on my birthday. So,
Jesus Christ.
It's like you just one of those things you can't not go to.
Yeah.
Even though it's your birthday, you're like, it's not really what I want to do my birthday, but I
Oh my God!
Yeah.
One of your friends or one of her friends?
One of my. Well, he works at the studio. He's like a part timer for a couple of years with us, and he's been open with me about stuff. So I just when he texted me, I was like, wow. So and he wanted us to be there. He's like, I hope you guys are there. So it's like, yeah. I mean, I can't.
Absolutely,
it's brutal.
That's brutal.
But weird way to start off the podcast, but
yeah.
But happy birthday to me.
Answer.
So I'm going to Ruth Chris Friday because my gig got canceled because people don't get deposits.
Oh. But I've let it go.
I've let it go.
It's cool. Ruth Chris is going to be good.
Ruth Chris will be good. Wife's
Where's the
for
Ruth
it.
Chris? Which one?
There's one right by my house at the Hilton in Parsippany. Nice. So it's like 2 minutes up the road.
Life is good right there. Get fat and happy. And
I'm planning my meal. I'm going to get a small steak so I can get a fat dessert. And
Nice. You're going to get a small steak?
Well, because I want to have everything.
Yeah, right. I get you.
You know what I mean? So I'll get a nice, flavorful small steak and then nice dessert. Unless the desserts don't seem exciting, then I'm going big-ass steak.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
See if they have any special desserts.
Just you and Carrie, or is the boys go?
Nah, just me and her.
Okay.
Just,
yeah, the boys don't want nothing to do with you and your birthday.
Nah, they said it today, this morning. Happy birthday. Got me Amazon gift card, probably. I'll get it tonight, and then...
What was it, one that Justin always gets that he doesn't use that you've taken?
The what?
Oh, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, he always gets them for his birthday. Then he gives them to me for cash, and I think they suck too. Yeah, gotta find someone who likes Buffalo Wild Wings. I hate it. I was telling Kerry that because, like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I'm older, and I feel like I hate receiving gifts. I feel like I get like a level of shame,
like unworthiness.
I like giving gifts. I like seeing people get a gift that I gave them. I feel embarrassed to receive gifts.
Absolutely.
I don't know what it is. I guess because I'm older, I can get whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, it's like, unless you're going to pay a bill for me, this isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice. It's a nice thought. It's not the gesture that isn't sweet, but I'm the same way. Ever since my kids were like 2 and 3, 4 years old, I was like, you know what? Don't get me anything. Just get them stuff. I want them to have as much as they can have. Get them as much as you want. I don't need anything. What are you going to get me? And my niece is always like, I got you something. I'll give it to you tomorrow. I'm like, you don't need to. Just give it to the kids. Give it to the kids.
Yeah.
I just don't need it. It just makes me uncomfortable to get. You're right. It makes me uncomfortable.
One of my favorite ones was when Justin, I think he was probably like about 7 or 8. He drew a picture of me on stage performing. And he's like,
okay.
Like, I forget I have a picture of it on my Facebook. I could probably reshare it. It was like, Joe, you're the best. You always make me laugh. You rock. Blah blah blah. And then he goes, it's a picture of you performing. And I was like, he was so accurate with the 4 audience members. Yeah. Like, so painfully accurate.
Saturday night,
8:00 show. The place not to be. But it was one of the best gifts because he it was, little drawn little stick figures.
Absolutely.
I'm like, that shit rules.
Right. Yeah, what are you going to take that over a Boston Market gift card?
Yeah. That's why Kerry's always every year like, I don't know what to get you. You're hard to buy for. I'm like, just take me to dinner.
Right.
I was like, I've never been to that steakhouse. Let's go.
That'd be nice. It's a nice little gift.
Yeah. So, boom. That's that.
Boom. I went to I had acting class last night. I'm going to get into that in a second.
Yeah.
But after I went to
get into it now if you want.
I'm going to talk about it in a second.
All right.
But I went to Gotham. Mm-hmm. Just Troy was hosting the 2 shows. I guess it's Andy Angle shows.
Okay.
At Gotham upstairs.
The Bringer shows.
So I got there. I guess they had 2 shows, a 7 o'clock and a 9:30, or 9 o'clock. And I got there. I was just going to see Troy. And I got there at 10, and they just started at the 9 o'clock because Seinfeld and George Wallace showed up at the first one, and Seinfeld did like 45 minutes.
Oh, nice.
But they said he's working all his old jokes. All the old ones that he retired, he's reworking them because he's going to shoot a special at the comic strip.
Oh yeah, I heard that he's doing like stuff from like the 70s and stuff.
Yeah, yep. All the stuff, because the special is going to be almost like an autobiography. Is that the right way to do it?
Autobiographical?
When you do it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the special is going to be, autobiographical about his comedy career, where it started, and his trip and all. That's what the special is going to be.
Yeah, because someone like him has to do something different and special. He's just not going to go do his regular act.
Live at the Beacon. It's like something. Yeah, that's awesome that he's going to do something and
totally
think about
different.
It, because all that material didn't have the exposure of Hulu, Netflix, and it didn't have that exposure. What did it have? Who saw it? People at the clubs.
Yeah.
That's who saw it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really good to do that, yeah. So him and George is helping him trying to remember jokes. He's up there trying to remember jokes. That's what I heard. But he still was flawless, but he was trying to remember his material.
Yeah, I wonder when he's shooting.
I don't know. That's awesome, though.
I'd like to.
Imagine that. Just imagine. You're like just thinking of shit to say on saying like, what can I do? I'll do a special where I do my old jokes from 30 years ago.
Oh.
like we call that a current special. The ones from 30. Like what are we doing? I'm going to do my jokes from 30 years ago. It's going to be my current material.
Well, like he says in that documentary I just watched him, he's like, your years in comedy is your age on stage. It's like, he's like 10 years in, you're a kid. 15 years in, you're just starting to be a teenager, you're starting to figure things out.
Right. Oh, absolutely. See, I bought that. I bought into that right off the bat, so I'm grateful. I never expected like I should be somewhere already.
Right.
He kind of set the expectations realistically. And all the guys who I admired back then when I first started all said the same thing. Even like Bobby Kelly was like doing it 12 years when I met him. He's like, man, are you kidding me? I'm just starting to get it. Like, they just started doing tough crowd. Like, that was like their thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they just started doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that was 12 years in. You look at these guys, you're like, oh, look at, I wonder how they're so successful. Yeah, but for 12 years they weren't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, everyone considers overnight successes, but they didn't see the years previous. Right.
So my acting class, I'll talk about it.
Okay. Real quick before you get into that, I want to apologize to people that downloaded the rough audio of that show we were on. About 35 people got the audio, so before I deleted it.
I
heard the beginning. I heard it was rough, then it got better as it went on, but then a few people commented to me, so I was like, I'll just take it down.
Right.
It was a bonus episode I uploaded from the show, from the show we were on, Damaged Goods. So.
But my whole, like I said, like we knew, like, but if you were like a brand new, it's funny, like I did Catch a Rising Star, and it's the first, probably maybe second time I've ever actually said at the end of the show, hey guys, if you guys love podcasts, please give me a listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the first time I actually addressed an audience, and that audience was hot, so I felt like these people would want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I said, if you guys listen to podcasts, you can listen to me and my buddy Joe Fernandez every week. And like at the end of the show, like 7 people came up to my card. We're like, how do I get that podcast? And I'm like, just go to my website. It's on there. Oh, cool, man.
Right.
But like once I did that, and then on Sunday I hear you put that audio up, I'm like, oh my God, I had a lot of people like looking to go to that's going to be their first thing they hear.
Yeah.
They might not get the part where it's a bonus. They just be like, oh, this is what they do.
Yeah. So if you do want to listen to it, if you go to Facebook, it's Damaged Goods the show, and they post like a link to the audio. So I believe it was episode 42. It's on something called Mixlr, Mixlr. Right? Is that how you say that?
Mixlr. Yes. Mixlr.
Yeah, Mixlr. So episode 42 of the Damaged Goods show. So go check that out on their site, because I'm not putting it up.
No, it's really bad. It doesn't sound good.
Yeah, no, it was a fun episode, just whatever.
We had fun, but even I was listening to some stuff that me and you were saying, like you couldn't even understand what we just said.
Yeah.
And you would then a bunch of laughs, like, whoa, whoa, ha, ha! And I was like, what were we just laughing at?
Yeah, I'm going to give Terry some audio advice. I'm going to give him a call one day and be like, this is what you got to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's better for him. Because if all his episodes are like that, then,
Right. Absolutely.
But, so acting class.
So acting class. I have had a monologue. I'll be honest. This session, I've taken 3 acting, classes, with the same woman. The first 2 were the Meisner technique, Meisner's 1 and 2.
Okay.
This is on camera monologues and stuff.
Okay.
So learning how to have a monologue for audition. So like everyone's like, she's just throwing, try this one, try this, like do these, and like work these. And like, I am not at the point where I'm comfortable just being me in front of a camera. So learning the words is half the battle for me. I need to learn the words. And then once the words are learned, I need to work on getting comfortable.
Right.
And I'm not there. I'm just not there. So, like, she's just throwing monologues at everybody, and I've gotten, like, 2 or 3, and I'm not taking any more on right now because I'm not comfortable. So, this one I did yesterday, I've had for 2 weeks. I didn't go to class last Monday. So, I have been just not feeling I've been disconnected, not enjoying the class. I just haven't been. Mm-hmm. I haven't been. I 2 weeks ago when I was there, I leaned over to Tim Hayes and I was like, I am so grateful that I'm really good at doing comedy. I'm so grateful because I'm not good at this. I just can't get my brain around it. And everyone says, you're fucking, are you kidding me? You're awesome. But I can't get my mind to know that I'm good. I can't get my mind to even feel that I'm doing it. I don't know I'm doing it. You're like, you're doing it. I'm like, I don't know I'm doing it. I don't like that feeling. I like to know where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at. Yeah. It's very uncomfortable. So I had this monologue, and I'm going to do the monologue real quick. I'm going to just do it as talking to you. So this is the monologue I was given. And when I stop, I'll say I'm done. So you don't think that it's done. I don't find my sex organs particularly attractive. I don't mean that. I don't find my sex organs particularly attractive. That's the same thing. Let me explain. I don't think mine are any less attractive than anybody else's. Like, I don't think my penis is uglier than yours. But then I'm assuming a lot because you haven't seen my penis. But then, see, now, I already fucked up.
Oh, all right. I didn't know.
Yeah, of course you didn't. You wouldn't have known, but I did. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, it's it's like a minute and 20-second monologue. Uh-huh. And I've done it. And then I got there, and I did it, and she wanted to like, go faster, say it faster. And I'm like, it just doesn't feel comfortable to say it. I can't talk faster like that. She's like, I want you to do it deliver it like Vince Vaughn. I'm like, I don't want to. Everyone's, you know how many people already say that I have that kind of Vince Vaughn like mannerisms and talk like him? I don't need that direction. I'll be that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let me try to be that at where I'm at, where I think I am with the words. She wanted me to do it quick. So I wanted to do it like, I don't find my sex organs particularly attractive. I don't mean that. I don't find my sex organs particularly attractive. That's the same thing, isn't it? Let me clarify. I don't think mine are any less attractive than yours. Like, I don't think my penis is uglier than yours. But then again, I'm assuming a lot because you haven't seen my penis, because I haven't seen your penis. But then you haven't seen mine, and I'll tell you right now, you're not going to, and not because I don't want to. Then it goes on another minute, right? Okay. I wanted to do it like kind of like where I'm thinking about this conversation, not like that I already had it prepared. Like I just don't feel comfortable doing it. I stress because then I'm thinking about, not only am I thinking about going fast because you want it to go fast, but I'm thinking about the words that I already know. Like, I know the words. I don't want to think about them. But now I'm thinking about them because you got the camera on me and you're like, go fast. And I know that's going to happen in shooting a film. Right. I understand that. But my point is then I'm not there yet. Because I can't get my brain around it. I just can't get my brain around it.
It's because you're not doing it enough.
And she's like, just be yourself. So now I'm like, I'm trying to be myself. And then between takes, I did it like 8-10 times. She's like, Mike, just do it fast. I'm like, I know what you're saying, do it faster, but it gets me all messed up. She's like, that's what I'm talking about. Isn't that great? We're recording that. And like the whole class, like, that's it. I'm like, yeah, because those are my words. Very simple. You want me to say my words? I got that. I can say my words all day. Right. You want me to say a script? I'm having a problem.
Yeah.
And that's the acting. I don't need you to tell me to be me. I can be me without anybody in this room. I don't know. I got to learn how to be me with other words. And that's where I'm getting caught up. Because that's
the acting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm good at some of it, but I'm struggling. So it really frustrated me and just discouraged me and I felt defeated. I just felt like I can't do this anymore. I just felt like I don't have it. And they're like, oh my God, you're great. And even all my classmates, they're this one girl was every time I would talk, she's like, oh my God, he's so good. I'm not good.
You're just not comfortable. You're good. You just don't, And
then one kid, he's a young kid, probably in his mid-20s, is she kept saying, stop thinking. Because the monologue says, I don't find my sex organs particularly attractive. Then it goes, I don't mean that. I don't find my sex organs particularly attractive. He says it twice. I just think that's stupid. Especially if you are telling me that I'm saying it all fast and I know what I'm talking about. Why would I say that sentence the same exact way twice?
Yeah.
But she's like, don't think about it. Just do it. And I'm like, I know. I'm trying to just do it. But those two sentences keep my flow back. Because I'm like, I don't find my sex organs particularly attractive. I don't mean that. I don't find my sex organs particularly attractive. That's the same thing, isn't it?
Are you supposed to say it different?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to say it any different. I don't find my sex organs any particularly attractive. No, that's not what I mean. I don't mean that. I don't find my sex organs particularly.
You should enunciate particularly the second time. That'd be better and make it different.
All right. So I don't find my sex organs particularly attractive. I don't mean that. I don't find my sex organs particularly attractive.
Particularly attractive.
Yeah. Particularly attractive.
Yeah.
That's the same thing, isn't it? Well, let me clarify.
Yeah.
And then I go into it. So, I like the part where I don't think mine are any less attractive than anybody else's. I don't think my penis is uglier than yours, but then I'm assuming a lot because I haven't seen your penis. But then you haven't seen mine. And I'll tell you right now, you're not going to. And not because I don't want to. I like that flow.
Yeah.
And then the next piece is, so my point is, sex parts are ugly, which of course raises the invariable question, what is ugly and what is beautiful? We've all been trained to see certain things as beautiful and others as ugly or less so. I haven't decided whether that's entirely environmental or genetics has a hand in it. But the pictures in National Geographic of women with long pendulous breasts and this, garbage can lids and plant it in their lip, leads me to the conclusion that it's largely environmental conditioning. I don't know if conditioning was the right way to end that sentence, but it was long and I lost my thread. Don't judge me. That's the entire monologue.
Okay. Well, that sounded good, that last one.
Well, I don't know.
But that's the flow you want to go with, but you're saying if
I don't know if that's I don't even know. When it goes, ready, action, then I'm everything that's comfortable to me, I've said the
because you're comfortable in your room now and the mic on the podcast. Yeah, it's different in the moment. Picture being on stage and someone telling you got to do your act a different way tonight.
Right.
Even though you knew the word, you could do all your jokes.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You got to tell your jokes, but in a cadence like Stephen Wright.
Yes, like monotone. Yeah.
You'd probably not be comfortable.
Yeah, right.
Mike, you can't use your hands or move your body the whole set. You'd be like, what? What do you mean? Just tell them straight up your joke.
Have I had a stroke? Yeah, I don't think I'll be like, so my daughter, her face just moves all the time when she talks.
Well, we're spoiled. We're spoiled. That's why. Because as comedians, we write, direct, produce our act. We can muscle it in the moment however we want. Mm-hmm. We're the director. There's no one who be like, why are you doing it like that?
Right.
I told you not to do that.
Right.
No,
and I know all that. But that's the stuff I want to learn. And the part that I'm having a problem is her first two classes, Meisner 1 and Meisner 2, were very strict, very structured, very systematic. at a place, and after 8 weeks, I wound up somewhere else. I arrived at somewhere I've learned to be. Like, oh, wow, I see that process.
Yeah.
This is just, I'm going to give you monologues, everybody practices. Now, everybody else seems to be doing fine. Now, one other guy I talked to, he's having the same, like, mental block as me. Like, whoa, I can't. How many monologues? I haven't even learned how to do that one yet perfectly. You know what I mean?
Now, quick question. The people that are most comfortable, are they comedians too, or are they actors?
The actors are definitely more comfortable.
Right. So.
But then there's, like, John Clark and Tim Hayes seem very comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
They take direction well. Like, John Clark is really good. Like, if John Clark doesn't make, like, as an actor, then he didn't try. Like, John Clark's really good.
Yeah.
He's really good at taking direction. Sometimes he isn't. I mean, like, he's like anybody else. Like, she'll say, don't look over here, and he'll look over there the whole time. She's like, I just said don't look over here. And he's like, oh, okay, I got it. And he'll do it again. Like,
well, maybe he works at it more than his comedy. Maybe he's more into acting now.
Right.
Maybe he's not running around doing as much comedy, and he's focusing on these monologues and being a good actor, so it seems like he's better.
And that's 100% right. What I need to do is maybe start setting up a camera and doing these monologues by myself in my room, working them, like trying to be, you know what I mean? Like working at it versus just memorizing the lines a million times and then trying to act it when I get there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, because...
But I saw the film. I was overacting something I didn't do the whole time I've been practicing. I was like forcing, like, you know, I don't like know my penis more than you. Like, I'm like doing it like that. I'm like, that's not how I would do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That I'm assuming a lot because I haven't seen your penis. Like, that's so much that I wouldn't do. Mm-hmm. So then she's like, tells me like, I know I'm stuck here. I'm stuck. And then this one girl kept going like, oh, like she knew that my struggle, like she must, you know, she's an actress, so she understands where I'm trying to break through.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I just can't get it. And she's like, oh. And then the one girl emailed me. She's like, you know what? You're going to get it. She goes, because your natural talent is amazing. Your natural timing and your comedy timing is so good. You are going to nail it eventually. But I didn't want to go back.
Yeah, well, it's just like anything. It's like, you know, what is this, like your third acting class?
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, just like in comedy, you get these guys that come out of the gate, they're just like, oh my God, they're amazing. It's just stratosphere.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's guys that have to trudge through and learn the craft and figure it out.
I'm a guy who's been doing, I feel like this. I feel like I'm the guy who's been doing an open mic for about almost 2 years. And it's like, dude, you suck so bad. But yet you're going to continue to go up on stage. That's how I feel. Like I'm that guy. Like, yeah. I need to like, this is something I don't understand how to do, but I want to learn how to do it. But it got me so last night. I felt, I'm not saying this, but it was equivalent to like being a little kid and just being in front of a class and stuttering when you're reading. You remember when you read in front of class?
Yeah.
And I could not, I was so uncomfortable with myself and I felt so stupid. I felt so dumb. Like, I just can't do it.
Dude, I go in front of an audience almost every weekend, pretty much every weekend. And then I received an award for a TV video, for a video I made. And I go to the podium. All I got to do is thank my crew and say, and I am like I've never spoken in front of people before.
Right.
Because I'm uncomfortable. Right. Being myself.
I know.
Hey, Joe, go up there and just say thank you. And I'm out of here. What? That's an uncomfortable.
But I could talk like as soon as we stop doing the lines, I'm like right this. I'm back to this. I don't care. I'm good. And then they're all like, she like kept running the film and like I was talking about my struggles and the one girl was like, oh, did we get that? Oh my God, that was so good. Like that's, and then she was like, that's what we want, Mike. That's what we want, honey. That's it. And I'm like, I get you want me. I'm not confused. I get it. I can't give it to you.
Yeah.
I can give you me right now. But I can't, you put in some dialogue and all of a sudden I go out the fucking window because I'm saying words that aren't something I would say.
Yeah, well that's the craft. That's what you got to learn.
That's my son. I sent to my son that.
You got to practice
But you're
more.
saying stuff you wouldn't have said. You wouldn't have been talking about your penis. I was like, I know.
Well, I mean, it's because it's
silly-
easy to be. It's always easy to act like yourself,
Right.
but when you have to act something else, that's acting.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really easy. Like if you're like, hey, can you play Joe Fernandez in this role? I'll be like, I play him every day.
Yeah. But if I said you're Joe Fernandez, but here's these lines.
Right, but that's the key to acting, because what acting becomes like, because you see the good actors like Jack Nicholson and fucking Robert De Niro. They're all Robert De Niro, but with these different lines. Like,
right.
You play who you are. Like you bring yourself to these lines, but you are in a character, but you do it in your way.
Right.
And that's like melding those two worlds together.
And that's what she's trying to find me. She's trying to help me find what my kind of acting voice on what is like, this is the way you should be doing things.
Yeah, it's when I used to make more short films in college, I used to use like friends of mine that wanted to be actors, and they were awful. Right. And you're just like, unless they were playing themselves, it was like,
right.
It was just awful.
Right, yeah.
Then you work with a good actor. Like one time, I used some actors from the college that were like acting students,
right.
And they were so good. Like I'm like forgetting to say cut. I was like into the scene. I'm like, wow, that was great.
You really don't like your mom? No, these are your words, moron. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm used to yelling at my friends. I'm not used to it being done right. This is.
But anyway, I felt really like just blah last night, man. I felt like a failure. I'm being honest. I just felt like a failure, and it was a tough. I was just like, wow. I didn't want to see anybody. It was like having a bad set and not want to look at anybody in the audience, not want to talk to any other comic that was on the show. Just want to get the fuck out of the room. That's what happened last night. I just want to get out of that room. And every one of them were like, dude, that was awesome. That was great. That was really good. Man, I'm like, and I don't see what you're seeing at all.
But that's school. That's what school is. You're learning.
Yeah.
Like what are you going to pay $400 to go in there and be like, you're great? Yeah, I know.
Where do I sign the check?
I'm glad. It's like when you're paying for school for validation. It's like you going to take a beginner's comedy class and just killing it. Like every, be like, dude, you're like a headliner. I know. I actually am a headliner. I paid for this school to feel great. Every class.
I want to be called a prodigy.
I want to be called a prodigy. Yeah, I mean, but listen, there could be a guy that's great in class that when he's on the real stage in a community theater could eat a dick.
Right.
You know what I mean? We've seen that guy too that's hot in the city on a show doing 10 minutes. You put him on the road and he's like,
right.
You know what I mean? It's like you can't ever. I think it's good. You're learning. You're going out of your comfort zone, which makes you better.
Right.
Like you're peeling away the layers to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not an actor yet. You've wanted to be an actor. Now you're taking the steps too, and it's not coming as easy as comedy did to you. So now you're like, well, fuck this.
Yeah. Well, I want to run. I do.
Well, that's why you shouldn't run.
Right.
You know how many times I want to run from comedy because I'm getting mediocre sets and all my friends are killing, so I can't blame the crowd. So I'm like, it's me because the crowd's great for everybody else. But you're like, I've said it many times to Carrie. I'm like, all right, I think I should just quit. She's like, wow, you love it. Just keep doing it.
Right.
And
Yeah. I just got to put a little more effort into it, I think. But it's just, I do. I have to spend a little more downtime on it.
I think. Listen, you're a guy that's, you're a good headliner now. It's like. You don't need to be doing the spots during the week. Like if you can, but you should. If you want to do the acting, do that during the week. Maybe get involved with community theater and do like a small role just to get some sea legs. You know what I mean? Because you could do stand up, bro. You could take a month off of stand up and get up and bang it out.
Right.
It's not like, oh God, I gotta keep getting up because I just want to get better. It's like you could go in the cruising lane right now. To build this part up.
Yeah.
Because you want those other things.
Yes.
Like
that's what I do. Last night I left. I got in the bathroom, and I was like, if I walk away, just say fuck this, then all those other things I want, I can't do.
No, we're not going to. You're not going to get out of the fundraisers and these gigs that we complain about.
No,
you know what I mean.
No, I'm not.
Because the path to the improv isn't through the fucking firehouse.
No, I said that in the bathroom.
You know what I mean?
You got to tough it out because if you walk away from this, you walk away from all those other opportunities, man.
Because what's going to suck is if your comedy does get you that shot of acting, and then you're like, that penis is not my penis, and you're like, all right, fuck this. Bring in John Clark.
Yeah. I went when I went to Gotham. Harrison Greenbaum was there. Mm-hmm. He just got off stage and we talked for like a half hour, 45 minutes. We're talking about his acting class. I'm like, I just can't be. He's like, that's why we write sitcoms and put ourselves as stars. Like we just write our own words.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to be able to do other people's words. I do. I want to be able to take a script and do their words, but I don't want to do them as Mike Gaffney. I don't want to do them as Mike Gaffney. I really don't. And like, I seem to be getting all the monologues she hands me are, do it like you. Like one time, the first monologue, she's like, can you do it like a Brooklyn, New York guy? I'm like, just talk is what you're saying? Like, where's the stretch here? What are you telling me to do? Be me?
Yeah.
You know, and I get it. And like, there's this black kid in class, Menuhin is his name. He's a comedian. And she kind of gives him like, where he can, like, he's always like, she lets him fuck with the script a little more, where he says fuck a lot, like curses, like she gives him this thing, and I'm like, and I get it, but that's just him talking then.
Yeah, but she's trying to get you to be comfortable doing monologues.
Right.
And with acting, you're more comfortable being you to get used to doing this, and then you can be another character once you have your comfort, where comedy is the exact opposite. You're almost trying to be a comedian.
Right.
Until you be comfortable being you.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's probably like the reverse.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean?
Maybe she. Yeah, I mean, she does. She says,
when the people in front of you, when that's what always bugged out my friends. I want to be an actor. So, and I had a small crew. It was like me and like 4 other people.
Right. And
the moment there's lights, a camera, and 4 people staring at you, and somebody timing you, they're like, I'm not comfortable at all with this. Thought that was going to be like me and them.
Yeah, right.
Like chilling somewhere.
No, you have the whole class, 9 people, and her, the camera, and like a monitor I can see. I'm trying not to look at the monitor. And then, but she said, you know, she goes, there's a method to my madness. There's a real. I'm like, I know there is. I know you're not just making me do this because you got nothing else going on tonight.
Right.
Like, and I said, I have to be honest with you, and I feel like that's my first step. Is be honest and tell you I'm not understanding what I got to do. I don't understand. And then somebody, John Clark or somebody's like, he's like, is that a 12-step meeting? I'm like, my whole life is like a 12-step meeting, bro. Yeah. I'm always honest. I try to talk about it because that always helps me feel better.
Right.
But yesterday, leaving there, walking out, going to Gotham, I felt like I was done. I'm not going back. You know? Yeah. I just felt so defeated. And then that girl from my class, her name is MG, she emailed me and said, you know, I really want to tell you you're really awesome. Your timing, I know you seemed like you were out of it tonight, but you really are good. And she just wanted to ask me a question about the monologue I was doing, where I found it. And then I was like, yeah, I felt frustrated and defeated. And she's like, I understand frustration. Me and Frank, who's her partner, they were doing a scene, and it was like, she was so frustrating. Like, it sounded like we just couldn't figure out what she wanted from us. And finally, 3 weeks later, we figured out what she wanted from us. She's like, I totally get the frustration, but defeated, don't feel defeated. You just believe me, you're just not where you need to be yet, but you will be there. It's like, that's just good people, and I don't even know her. There's no investment in my, quitting.
Yeah, it's just support, because everybody needs support. Like, that's why comedians are always supporting each other, and you're like helping each other out, because it's a daunting task, and no one ever feels like they got it. And you know what I mean? So yeah, it's like you bombed this show, and your friend's like, it's all right, man. You're gonna do it again.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly
it's
right.
It's gonna get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had that. Still have that many times.
Yeah, but I haven't bombed like this bad on comedy in a long time. I don't ever remember bombing this bad in comedy.
Listen, I've had, an epic bombing is like almost like relieving because like you're like, I can never get that bad again.
Yeah.
Like that's about as bad as it gets. And I survived.
Yeah, right.
I had one enormous epic bombing, and I'm like, it's never been that bad. Even bombs I have now, I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
You had one epic bomb that it was all you, nothing to do with the audience, nothing to do with the situation, the lighting, nothing.
Nothing.
All you.
All me, and I was embarrassed. I was like crying on the way home, and like, why am I even doing this? And then I remember I was watching. I forget. It was a Dave Chappelle interview.
Right.
He talked about bombing at the Apollo, where and he said it was, and that's how I started thinking about it, because he said, he goes, like they just booed him and the Sandman took him out and he thought his career was over.
Right.
And he's like, it'll never be that bad again. And I said that to myself. I'm like, it can't be that. I can't be more embarrassed than I am now.
Right.
You know what I mean? It can't.
Yeah.
And then I haven't been. You know what I mean? It was like, I got that out of the way.
Right.
This almost because it was like a cockiness, like I thought I could do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I thought I could be great, and then you're like, wow, you're not. It's because it was worse than a bombing because I was cocky about what I was going to do that night.
Right. Yeah.
And then when you eat it that hard with the cockiness, you're just like, oh my God.
How long was the set?
I don't know how I was supposed to do, but I know I went short.
You don't remember how much time you're supposed to do?
No. I don't remember how much time I was supposed to do. I just remember
where was it?
Bombing at a convention, and I just was like, good night. I don't even know how long I was up there, but you're just like, because it was so early on, I did most of my A stuff, and they're just staring at me, and I'm like, well, everything else is mediocre at best. And then I think I just really ramped up my closer.
Yeah.
Way early. I'm like, all right, we're just going to put the closer in now. And that went nowhere. You're just like, yeah, good night. Good night. See ya. And it was in front of people I knew, which was more embarrassing.
Yeah,
so when people watch you bomb, you're just like if it was strangers are different. You're like, I'll never see you again. Mm-hmm. But it's never been that bad. So
I did my worst bomb. I did the Comedy Cellar's Bringer show. They did that years ago. It was like 7 o'clock on a Thursday. And Frank, and you only had to bring 3 people. Mm-hmm. And you got 5 minutes. Frank, Melissa, and then my friend from an AA meeting, this girl. I was like, hey, she lives in the city. I'm like, you around? You want to come to I'm doing a spot at the Comedy Cellar, and she's like, yeah, I'll come. I'll bring a friend of mine. So I don't really know her that well, just know her for meetings in the city. So
yeah.
And then she brings a girl that I remember from the meeting. I'm like, hey, I remember you too. So they're sitting there, and then Frank is there, and I came up, and you could not be more uncomfortable and nervous. Mm. I'm at the Comedy Cellar. I know it's a Bringer, but in my mind, I'm at the Comedy Cellar.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I was doing comedy maybe 9 months. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just went up there, and first off, Modi brings me up. He's hosting Modi, mm-hmm. and he says, give it up for Mike Gaff and Galley. And I was like,
oh.
And instead of just being like, it's okay, I was like, you know what, fucking can't get my name. And I got mad.
I see when I put anger.
Oh, yeah. And then I was like, give it up for Muddy, or whatever, however you say that guy's name.
Oh, they didn't like that, I bet.
Nobody liked that. And then I just proceeded for 5 minutes to be Angry Mike on stage, doing my jokes angrily. Mm. You know what I mean? I went to the gym and fucking my stomach is fat. Oh, whoa. You know what I'm saying? I just and I got ab. You heard it, ab. And it just was so
just
bad.
Muscling that shit.
Yeah, it was so bad. I was so uncomfortable. I had these two girls came out, and I can't look at them.
No.
And Frank, that is, we're talking 2002 that happened.
Yeah.
2002. And Frank still's like, dude, that is the most uncomfortable I've ever been in a room with you.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been that uncomfortable for you.
Yeah. There's nothing more uncomfortable.
And that was a bomb that was in front of an actual crowd. It was a nice little club, and I was just so uncomfortable and was so bad at doing comedy at that moment and I'd never been that bad. I was never that bad prior. I went up there cocky as fuck because I've never had a bad set like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go up there like, even like at a mediocre set, I'm still having fun and people are still enjoying me.
Right.
No one's going. I mean, I'm not trying to be like cocky, but I have been very few shows if I've been on in my career that the audience member was like, "Wow, that guy's not good." I mean, 4 maybe.
Right.
In my whole career, like I'm always at least able to talk and kind of muster up a laugh or two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I've bombed in front of shit crowds, but going up there just with my material and trying my best 4 or 5 times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that one was an actual me going up with all my material. The table was set, and I just tanked it the whole time. Where there's not one person in that room, including my best friend Frank, who thought I should be doing comedy anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very rare now, especially if it's a good crowd and everyone else is doing good. Even if you're not great, you're pulling it off.
Right.
These days.
Yeah. Thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about like I'm gonna like just eat it. And so if the crowd sucks and you're like, oh, this is gonna be a rough crowd, then I might lose them.
Oh yeah, I still do that.
Yeah, I think that's normal.
Yeah, that's totally normal. It was like this past weekend I did a fundraiser, and it was at the senior. It was a civic center. The address was Civic Center, but when I type it into my GPS, it said Senior Civic Center. I'm like, oh, good. It was for some like baseball thing, and
okay.
And I go up, and there's a kid in the front row. Which, first off, I don't care. I was like, I'm doing my act. I don't care. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But it still messes with you when there's a kid in front.
Well, because you're not so much the kid, the people around him that get uncomfortable.
Yeah. So I go, and I'm doing all right, and then I do. It was like I do the funeral stuff at my dad, and it just kind of they're just not having it. I mean, some people do, but the room's not.
Yeah.
So I was like,
they're not all on the same page.
They're not all. And then I won them back. You know what I mean? And it went great. And then Kevin Israel headlined, and he did something about Jesus. Like, he's great. Then he did something about Jesus. They were like, no. Whatever. But they were good jokes. It was like this new chunk he's working, and he came off the stage. He's like, that Jesus really didn't go. I'm like, fuck them. It's them. That's a good joke.
Right.
I was like, they got tight on me for my funeral. They got tight on me for Jesus. It's just a fundraiser vibe.
Right.
You know what I mean? But keep doing that joke.
Right.
That's
No, fundraisers, man, it's hard to be edgy because again, they're not comedy fans. They're there for fucking. They're probably 95% of them have never been to a comedy show.
Yeah, they were weird.
To a comedy club.
Yeah,
sorry,
they were weird. Like you could do something edgy, but then something else not edgy. It was like you could talk about sex, but then like something that's not even close to as edgy as that. They're like, they were very like bizarre.
They can choose what they're offended about.
Yeah, it was very. It was funny because then my set's over and I'm doing a fart joke, and that's when they bring the kid out. I go, oh, that's when you're taking him out now. I've gone too far. I'm talking about farts. This is when he should be here.
Yeah.
Everything else I said he shouldn't have been here for. But
how old was the kid?
3.
Oh.
And I started making fun of him, like, you've gone too far, Joe.
Yeah.
You're just a little too edgy for us now that you're hitting the fart material, but the death and everything else, he was fine with.
Masturbating and praying, we're good with that. It's the farting.
Yeah. Kevin's on stage. I did a post about it the other night. Kevin was doing something on stage about gender reveal parties, and I'm in the back with his girlfriend, and she was, and I was like, I don't know why people are so mad at these, like who cares? Because I always see people posting how stupid gender reveal parties are.
Yeah.
And then I learned through watching Kevin's joke that they were for babies. I thought they were for like transvest, like people change.
Did you really?
Yeah. So she started to laugh. She goes, "That's hilarious."
That was a joke. I really thought you were just being dumb.
Well, that's what Ken Krantz sends me a message. He goes, "That was an amazing joke." I go, "Oh, I wish I was that creative, but I really thought that."
Wow.
I go. Wait, gender reveal parties are for unborn babies? That was the joke, which I realize is a funny joke after.
Hilarious.
And he goes, "It's even funnier that it wasn't a joke." And then I was driving and I'm like, yeah, because because it's such a thing in the news now. But then I was thinking like, what an actual transgender reveal party would be bizarre too. Yeah, I gathered you guys all today to this bar. I have a little announcement to make.
Not a big reveal. We see you're a dude.
I'm going to be abroad. I'm going to be abroad. Ordered my titties and pussy already anyways. Getting fresh ones.
I can't believe you actually thought that was for transgender.
Nah, but what if you don't know? Like, what if the person... Because listen, there was a time at a meeting, there was this dude, John, right? Now, he goes, I'm going to be celebrating 10 years clean. Right. I'm going to come dressed special for the night, so don't think it's weird. I'm thinking suit. He's getting dolled up for his 10 years. He came in as a woman. It was a very gender reveal type party. Like, I'm thinking maybe it's like that. Like you don't know John's been feeling this way forever, and he's going to reveal this as a party.
If I get invited to your gender reveal party, I can only assume you're going to be a girl. Because you're already a man, Joe. So I'm not...
No, not revealing what it is, but like revealing that it's happening at all.
Well, the card tells me. If that was what it is, like I know. Are we going to Joe's gender reveal party? Wow, I didn't even know. No. Oh, yeah, we're going to find out tonight? No, we just found out.
No, I didn't know you even knew that was the party you're going to. You're just at a party and then they surprise you.
This is a gender reveal party. That's
like
a surprise.
Yeah, like a surprise party.
Yeah, fucking idiot. Oh my God! I don't believe you haven't seen videos where there's a pregnant broad cutting a cake and it's pink inside. It's a girl. I don't know how you don't get any of that.
I never went to nothing like that.
I never went to one either. I'm saying they're all over the place. You see,
why are people so mad about it though? See, here's what threw me off because I thought because people were mad because they don't like the trans people. So they're mad.
People are mad because they're pieces of shit who can't let other humans enjoy what they want to enjoy. That's why people are mad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because people do these gender reveal parties and like you pay a company. Like what happens is you go to the doctor, you find out what your sex is. You don't get the envelope. It's either sealed up in an envelope, you give it to the people who run the gender reveal party. Then you go home, you and your husband go home, and you have no idea. They bring the cake, and inside the cake is the color, is what you're having, or inside the balloons are pink confetti or blue confetti. You don't know this as a parent. That's how you find out. So everyone's together, pop the balloons, blue confetti.
Well, yeah, I get it now.
Yeah, so I've seen many videos of that. How it makes people angry that people are doing that is because people suck cock and they have to complain about things that people enjoy. That's just what they do. They're miserable humans. They suck the fucking life out of everything. They see something that people are enjoying, they shit on it. That's just what they got to do. Oh, you people watching, I don't know. You know what? I'm proud. I've never seen one episode of Walking Dead. Fucking, I hope you die as you type that.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it. You know what? I'm proud to say, never seen Breaking Bad, not even one. Oh, good. Be proud to say that. You ever see that people post? Anybody ever see Shameless? Nope. Can't say I have, and I'm proud. Like, why? Because you don't do whatever. You're a fucking jerk off.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I hate people. Why did we even bring people up?
You think trans people should have parties now, though? I think I came up with a good thing.
No.
No? All right.
I don't. Unless they're going to totally surprise you at their house.
That's an amazing surprise party, though.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you're there, and they're like, what? I don't know.
I'm going to be abroad. Joey's going to be abroad. When'd you want? I didn't even know you. And I like broads. I still like broads. I just want to be one. I tried on mom's shoes last week. Loved them.
Yeah, I don't see a guy who says, I'm going to be abroad, actually being abroad. Like,
nah.
A guy who says it like that.
No, but
dudes, I think I'm going to be abroad. Like,
that'd be a good character, though.
Yeah.
Just like the way to reveal it. I'm going to be abroad, and I like broads. This is like the great. I feel free. I feel free. Let's party. Cut that cake.
Cake inside. I know, because I'm going to be abroad.
I know.
Just have a gender reveal party and you cut it and still blow. Like, yeah, now I'm a dude, man. You thought it was going to happen. You think I'm going to be abroad? Really? Me? I can't wait. I barely walk around in these fucking Nike Air Pumps. What do you think? I'm going to wear real high heels?
Or like, yeah, it's my gender reveal party. It's my new birthday. So even if it's a girl, I'll be like, how come your cake says happy birthday, Steven? Well, surprise. It's my new birthday. I'm not Steven. I'm going to be Steven. I'm taking pills. But,
I'm letting his peach fuzz growing.
Yeah. Dad, I'm the son you never had. Let's go build shit.
I think that if we're talking about Ken Krantz, I think that's his best joke that I've ever heard.
What?
That's his best joke. The gender, his daughter becoming the son he always wanted to watch sports. Like when he reveals, you know what I mean? Like because of Caitlyn Jenner. But I'm glad that my son, like my daughter right now, but hopefully she'll be what I always wanted to, a little teenage boy to watch sports with or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like KP's got a joke like that, too, because he has his gay sister who's the son that his father never had or something like that.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what...
It's one of his best jokes.
I guess that's exactly how KP and Ken want us to represent their material.
Go buy...
They say something, about gay people, and then they become, on the couch. I don't know how to... It's funny though. Go watch them.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So, what else is going on, Joe? Anything going on with you?
Nothing's really going on with me, man. I'm just
no Joe's hot corner.
Joe doesn't have hot corners. I'm not that hot about things. I don't. Joe's.
You're barely alive.
It should be like Joe's barely gives a shit corner. I know, not Joe's hot corner, but I'm telling you, I've discovered again, like I have too many of my friends that listen to this podcast. Right. I have too many friends that follow me closely on Facebook because I can't hang out with them no more because they know everything I do. So I can't have a conversation about what I've been up to or anything because they're like, yeah, I heard it. Saw you post about it. Heard it. And I'm like, I don't know what to talk about if you're going to listen to my podcast about my life.
Yeah, and read everything.
So either be my friend or listen to my podcast. You can't do both because I can't have conversations with you. I don't live a jet setting life where I have million stories per week.
Yeah.
To give you when I drop to Gaffney on Monday or Tuesday is what I got.
Yeah.
What I post during the week is what I got.
Right.
It's like I don't know how to. I can't talk to people.
I'm luckier because none of my friends support my podcast, so they don't really listen to it. You're my only friend, and Frank is retarded. Okay. So Frank can listen to this story, and in 15 minutes, I can tell it all over again. He's like a goldfish, and it's like I'm telling him for the first time.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's why I'm like I don't even want to talk no more when I'm. What are you up to? Nothing, actually. Nothing. Just listen to my podcast. What's going on with you? Everything's in my podcast. Whatever I've been up to lately, okay? Or like sometimes I forget, like I post some jokes on Facebook.
Right.
So I'll be like hanging out with a comic and I'll be like, yo, what do you think of this bit? And then I'll hit it with it and they give me, I'm like, it's nothing. They're like, I saw it already on Facebook. I'm like, I did now. Because I just post things and just move on.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? You assume some people see it, and you assume some people like it, but then when you hit me, you're like, I guess it's shitty. Like, no, all right, then I don't know. Then I'm not going to run jokes by. I have to keep track of what I post on Facebook. What I'm going to run by. I'm just not going to run any more bits by you.
Right.
I'm afraid you already heard it.
I post a joke here and there. I'm like really, I have to admit this, is being honest. I'm not a very good Facebook supporter of anybody, and it's not anybody who feels that I don't give them any Facebook love. Don't take offense to it. I just don't spend any time on Facebook. I just don't.
Yeah.
So, like the questions to everybody. Hey, did you see what I posted? Hey, did you see my video I posted? I don't mean like, nah, I don't watch your shit. It's like, no, I'm not ever on Facebook. I'll post something, I'll interact with a few people, and then I'm off. I really just don't spend time on Facebook and see what other people are doing.
No, yeah.
Unfortunately, I just don't.
Yeah.
I'm a shitty supporter. Post something, tweet something, I might see it.
Yeah.
I spend more time scrolling Twitter than I do scrolling Facebook.
It would be tough for my jokes to break your porn star newsfeed on Twitter. That'd probably be tough to.
I've deleted a lot of porn stars. I've made one.
All right. Anything under 500 is respectable.
I've seen you. Way under. And I've seen some of your stuff you posted.
No, I'm not even asking for people to interact on my shit. I'm just saying people, I don't know. Like I think of a joke, I post it.
Yeah,
it gets a certain amount of likes. I'm like, all right, I'll try it on stage because it's got some legs.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't keep track of everything I post in my head. No, so when I'm having a conversation with a comedian.
Your job is to say jokes.
No, I know. I know.
You said that like as if it was the first time you were. No, I know. I get that. No. I'm saying to the fucking morons who are like, oh, I saw that on Facebook. Yeah, cool, bro. I'm a professional comedian. I'm going to try it on every platform I can do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to try a joke. Oh, did you not see it on Facebook? Probably. Do you need to get more of activities in your life? Or are you going to just read everything I post and then watch and see if I say it on stage?
Yeah.
Because I'm probably going to say it on stage if I felt like it was funny enough to say on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I don't. There's probably like maybe a handful of jokes that I've done on Facebook that I've said on stage and then just dropped it.
Yeah. But it's a weird phenomenon with the social media and the podcasting is people hear what you do already.
Right.
And then you try and talk about it or even like anything, like talking about projects. Oh, yeah, you do that yet? No, well, then why are you still talking about it? It's like, well, I don't know. That's what I do. I just keep talking about my shit, and then you create by talking about it with your creative friends. Like me and you talk about projects we've never done all the time. Yeah, and we revisit them. We revisit them like at a diner. Hey, remember? Yeah. It's not. It's
like write a new scene or a new line.
It's just what you do. It's just what you do. And I'm like, I don't talk to anybody no more. Stop listening. Still subscribe. I want your numbers, but don't listen because you can't talk no more.
Yeah, especially if you're not capable of allowing your friend to tell the same story again. Like, because look, I've heard Frank's stories. Frank's heard my stories. I've heard your stories. You've heard my stories. You know what I'm saying? I don't always go, I heard that, Joe. Just go, Joe. Joe's talking. Let him talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to cut him off every time I've heard a story.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're like, did I ever tell you about the time my dad, like, you probably did. Let me hear it. I don't care. How bad can this story be? Like, am I going to get in the middle of it like, shut the fuck up, Joe? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. We even repeat stories on the podcast because there could be new listeners. And it's not like we're like trying to shoehorn the story in. It just comes up in natural conversation.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, I heard it already. I know you did 60 episodes ago, but guy who's on 62 is the second episode, hadn't heard it already. Shut the fuck up, fast forward.
Shut the fuck up, get back to your cubicle.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. It's sometimes people from recovery, you like talk to somebody from recovery, like you heard it. I'm like, dude, you go to meetings where you hear the same fucking story from the same fucking people week in and week out. And you're telling me you can't rehear the 2-minute story I told on my podcast 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, about a dog that chase me in the park
or whatever. I'm not even trying to get the story. I'm just having a conversation. It's not like you need this story.
Right.
It's not like I even care to give a fuck to tell you this story. It's just we're eating and we're talking.
Yeah, it's called conversation.
It's called conversation. What else do you want to hear? How I walked to my car? That's what I leave out of the podcast. I was walking to my car today, grabbed my garbage cans, put them back where they was, and then I plan on doing them again in 2 days when the garbage men come back. Why are you telling me this story? Because everything else you heard already, you fucking asshole.
Impatient dickhead.
Yeah, you impatient dickhead. I drank a glass of water last night before bed, and then when I woke up, I was thirsty again. Drank that glass of water again then. Why are you telling me this? Because everything else you know. So I'm only talking. So our conversations now when we go out to eat are going to be the mundane.
Yep.
What'd you do last week? Bought pants. Your turn.
Yeah. You could tell me anything because you have no creative outlet. I've heard nothing of your story.
Yeah.
Let me hear you.
Yeah, let me not listen to another one of your stories. That go nowhere and are not exciting. How about that?
I guess the moral of this is some people can be frustrating. It can be frustrating being in an entertainment field where people sometimes feel that they have like they have the go ahead to tell you when what you've heard, what they've done. Can you say something new? We've heard that. They feel like they're allowed to do that.
Well, because I'm shocked when they tell me they heard it already because I feel like I didn't tell them.
Right. Like on the podcast.
Yeah. And they're like, no, I'm like, you think? Bro, literally our podcast is me recording a phone call I would have with this guy anyway.
Right.
That's about the essence of the podcast. I was like, dude, we were fucking driving from a radio show that we had a lot of fun on, and we left. That could have been a podcast, just that, to Jose Tejas back to the car.
Right.
I was like, that's a podcast you guys will never get that was probably better than anything we've put out in weeks. We just can't record everything we do.
What was that? You were singing the songs? What was this?
Oh, we're trying to do the country songs. How easy it is to come up with country song lyrics. Because it all has the same themes.
Yep. You just got to get the cadence.
Yeah, the cadence.
And then you can do anything. Like,
yeah, I remember bum, bum, bum. Trying to get
but can't do it again. We can't relive that.
Can't relive it.
But that's kind of I was dying. That
cornbread
was fun stuff.
Going on the skillet in Grandma's house. Cornbread and pickup trucks and beers at Grammy's house.
Throwing everything that could possibly be Southern. Everything. Biscuits and every word that you can think that a Southerner would say.
It was summertime on the ranch at Pappy's, and we was gonna do it again.
Ranch at Pappy's. We're so Jersey that that's the words they use. Chicken coop and stuff.
Dipping corn in the butter in a red Solo cup. Got a summertime in Atlanta. You just got to take objects they use, vehicles they drive, and places they go, and put it to that cadence. Corn biscuits, girls, and a summer trip down to the lake where my pappy lived.
And someone related to that right there. Someone in the South like,
Yeah. Mama once told me that I was the one who's gonna herd all the sheep. I don't know. Herd all the sheep. You try one.
I can't, man.
You could do it. You grew up in the South.
Yeah, I know. It's too personal for me.
Well, that's why you should try it.
No, you're better at it.
Corn licking, truck driving, bull riding, dog playing at Pappy's in the summertime.
You just use any word that you think is a Southern word. Like you don't. Some of them you're so Jersey that these words don't apply to anybody, but in your mind, they're exactly what is around every Southerner's house.
Highway 17, the smell of gasoline, corn cob on the stove.
You use corn.
I picture corn is very country to me. Biscuits and gravy and grits on the pot. Already. What?
You used corn in 4 songs already.
Biscuits and gravy and grits on the pot. Give me some Southern terms and I'll make them into a song. I'll freestyle. Give me some Southern words that are true, and I'll try and freestyle them.
Okay. My shed.
A shed.
Porch.
Shed, porch.
Field.
Field.
Field. Horse.
All right, my memory's not that good. We got to keep these to a minimum.
All right, there. Horse, field, shed, and porch.
Sitting on my porch, stick my horse in the field. What? What else do you do on a porch but sit?
Everybody's sitting.
Sitting on the porch, look at my horse in the field, thinking about I'm gonna shoot him in the shed. I got them all in there.
Huh?
I got them all in there. Porch, field, horse, shed.
Got it all. Yeah. You got it all there.
I think country people sit on the porch a lot.
Oh, I know.
Sitting on a swing of sitting on a swing at grandmama's house. She is cooking corn in the stove. Pop it on the grill, baby, burn it all crisp, then we'll go dance on the floor. A horse in the field that's sitting by the shed. It's going to be almost dead.
He's sitting too. Everybody sits and eats corn in the South.
Red pickup truck in a case full of beer. Mama don't know that I am queer. It's a very modern country song. Very modern country song.
Modern reveal party.
Yeah, modern reveal party. Country reveal party. Well, you didn't give me any. You're just like that's all you know of country. You're like field, horse, shed,
I'm just saying,
porch.
I'm thinking of words that they would say as I'm down there. Okay, tobacco, tobacco.
Spitting tobacco, feeling kind of wacky. Got my case of beer in my truck.
Just drunk.
What?
Case of beer is your go-to. I'm just looking at your go-to.
All right,
word.
tobacco.
Case of beer. You got truck,
corn,
corn, Grammy, and Pappy's house. I mean, that's
what do they call them down there? Pappy's, right? Isn't that like a country grandpa?
Well, yeah. If you're fucking. You got a corn pipe.
Would you call yours down there?
I call my grandfather Pa.
Pa and Ma just sitting there making corn.
I didn't call my grandmother Ma. I call my grandmother the nanny.
The nanny?
Oh, not the nanny. It's not Fran Drescher. It's just nanny.
Okay.
It was nanny and Pa. For me. Other people call me Mom, Papa.
Nanny and Pa.
Go on. Sitting somewhere, right? Eating corn.
Nanny and Pa sitting in the field looking to the sky with me all day. Sitting in a hammock swaying back and forth. I love the USA.
I'm dying.
Red, white, and blue stars all in the sky. I never want you to die. Nanny and Pa just love me how they are. Make me corn all day. I don't know. I had to throw corn in there. I could be a country singer, maybe. Lyric writer, at least.
Absolutely. A country lyricist, without a doubt.
I think I want you to try it once.
I don't know if I can. I'll laugh.
No, of course. Oh, this is a comedy. You're supposed to.
I know.
Of course, we suck at it. That's why it's funny.
I can't do it on demand. See, this is the part of the acting thing I can't do.
Just do the twang, do the rhythm.
I know how to do the twang.
Nanny and Paul just sitting there on the log.
Stop sitting. Can you get them up and moving around?
All right. All right, I'll do a song. I'll do a country song without them.
Fields and watching the horse. Like they're just sitting and eating corn.
All right. They won't sit. There'll be no corn. Mama, wait, no. Nanny and Pa just a stirring the slaw, getting ready for pulled pork.
Is this a commercial for Roy Rogers?
Okay. Well, they make slaw down there, right? That's a thing.
Yeah, they do. Slaw. Stirring the pot, making slaw.
Well,
Both my grandmother and grandfather were doing that. I was just sitting in the pot, stirring it, making slaw and pulled pork.
Paul's in the pickup. Paul's in the pickup, just bringing us down to the lake, and we chill by the shore. Paul got the fishing pole, put the bait on it, and we sat there and told many stories.
Just walk people through a whole fish, how to fish. Had a pole, put the bait on it. Then
taught me about gutting and hunting and stuff and all kinds of other stuff.
You can just do that.
Yeah. Wait, gutting the fish and hunting the deer. He told me don't grow up to be queer. Paul told me that I'm a big old man, that I could be anything I can. Mama in the kitchen cooking beans all day and stacking a pile of hay for the horse in the field that we'll look at from the porch, and we won't sit down all day.
I think if we do have anybody in the South that's listening to us, at first they were like, oh, they're funny. And then now they're like, wow, they really think we're retarded and we just eat beans and corn and drive pickups.
It's addicting, the right country music. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
We can revisit this in the future when I'm better, and then you can come up with some ditties yourself.
Yeah. So maybe go to hold of like Leanne Rhymes or something like that.
Leanne Ram?
Leanne Rhymes. Leanne Rhymes, right?
I like her.
Look how serious he got. She's swell.
She was. I haven't seen her in a long time, but I still like her. Back when she was rhyming.
How about Mandy Moore? Do you like her?
Oh, do I? Mandy Moore, This Is Us, fucking singing and shit. Fucking love that shit.
Oh my God! So did you watch all of Walking Dead? Are you caught up?
Yeah, it's good. It finally got good for an episode. This is that Walking Dead, because Justin gave up on it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're going to watch Walking Dead. He goes, is it good? And I'm like, I go, Walking Dead's got the same formula. Amazing season premiere. Bored the shit out of me. Great final 2 episodes.
Right.
It's just like, I feel like they're good for 3 episodes a season, the past few seasons.
Yeah, I got to think, though, if you, as a writer of that show, I mean, it has to have some sort of story. It has to, or you can't just be kicking zombies in the face all day long.
Yes, but their stories, I think, stink.
Yeah, but what could you do other than making it super dramatic? I mean, what could you do? Could these guys just walking around kicking dirt, waiting for the next zombie attack? What do they do?
No, but like even back when they had the governor, it was just a better storytelling back then.
Well, you know why the governor was so good? Because he was the first guy that wasn't a fucking zombie, that you were dealing with how the world was turning. Like, wow, this is really getting crazy. Like, I can see them having their own piece of the, property and him running in. I guess that's how you would start civilization again. You would need that. So it was interesting. Okay, did that. Now what? You got to do that again. Have another guy that does that again. That's the only storyline you can go on. Or we finally re-civilized and all we do is keep zombies out. That's the other story. And then have like a soap opera where this guy's fucking that girl and that girl is fucking this girl. It's like that. You can do that. Like, where else could you go with this story?
I don't know, man, but it ain't going where I want it to.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be able to.
But I'm not the only one. If I was the only one feeling like this.
Of course, but you all are. It's like you not saying you. All the people who are thinking like you doesn't make them. Their story, like as the writer of that guy, Kimball and all those guys, they're like, dude, we wrote some amazing shows. Shut up. Where do you want us to go? We should just kill these guys off and be done. That's the only other way to go because this is the story, and they're having this is it.
Well, wrap it up then if you ain't got good shit. Wrap it up then.
I think that they do have good shit, but I think they have to wrap it up because there's nowhere else to go with it.
Right.
This arc with what's his name, Dickhead with the bat, he is a great archer. I love that his crew is so big that every village. I like that they ran into new villages and there's other little communities that want to fight this bigger community. I like that. We didn't watch these. We just happened to cross a bunch of women. Then we happened to cross a bunch of weird people with a line.
Oh, yeah, the Broad Army. Come on.
Yeah. So that's what civilization would probably be like if everybody was just trying to survive. Right. So now we're trying to beat the big evil bat wielding dick face, right? Yeah. So that's the story, and that's like the drama, and you're like, who's going to get killed in all this? But I think if they beat him, Negan, and they take over his thing, I think that's where it ends. Because what are we doing that again? Where do you go? You beat Negan's huge army, you turn them all, and then what?
Yeah, I wonder if the real Walking Dead, is this a real thing, or is this like Rick dreaming it in the hospital, all corny, that?
Lost.
That's how Lost was. It was a dream.
No, I don't know. I never watched it, but I just think it's always a weird ending. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm just April 10th. Better Call Saul's back on.
Fargo's back April 19th. I love Fargo. That series is phenomenal.
I've never seen it, but
what's good is you don't need each
season is its own standalone.
It's its own standalone. It does have tie-ins by character to the other ones, but it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like this character at a different age, so it's totally different story, but amazing show.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it. To me, it's one of the best shows on TV.
Okay.
That's that. That's that. What do you got going on this week?
What do I got going on this week? That's a good question, Joe. Is that why you asked it?
I mean, that's partly. Yeah, that's why I asked.
Good. I am Friday, March 31st.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at Old York Cellars. It's Ringo's, New Jersey. I've never heard of Ringo's ever.
Ringwood?
Well, if I was Ringwood, I would have said Ringwood, New Jersey.
I thought maybe you said it wrong. Ringo's, New Jersey?
Yeah, that's how I said. I fucked up and said Ringo's. Ringo's, Ringoes, New Jersey.
Ringo.
Now we're singing nursery rhymes. Ringo's, New Jersey. 8 o'clock. I guess it's a 8:30 show, maybe.
Nice.
But they had 2 tickets left, and they just posted that 2 came available. So there's 4 tickets left to that show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a winery. I'm on the show with Jonathan McBride and Dennis Rooney. Dennis Rooney's a good kid.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it'll be a good show. That's Friday, and then Saturday is a private for, I think, Gonzo.
Yeah, I have a private Saturday, so that's that. That's all I have. How was Catch a Rising Star? Was it good?
3 great shows. Like the first Friday, the Friday show was small. Saturday show was medium. Both shows Saturday show were medium, but the audiences were fire. This is so much fun, man.
Yeah.
I just had so much fun Saturday night shows. I just was and I was with Billy Chang,
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's so good.
He's a great guy, man. A really good guy. And he said he goes up and he talks about Trump is going to make. He believes that he's going to make Asians build the wall. He's like, because we did it so good, a few years ago. And I said, that's where I got the joke from. That I went on and said, he's going to make now I know why Trump hates China so much, because they took the name of his wall. It's like, I wanted to call it the Great Wall. Fuck. It's the Greatly Wall. It's the Greatly Bigly Wall. Like, but he was so good. Like on the second show Saturday, there was like a Spanish kid in the audience. There was like a young group, and it was almost towards the end, and I forgot his name. I forget the kid's name now, but I called him like Nathan. I'm like, I don't know why I'm calling you Nathan. I don't even know a Nathan, like something like that. I was like, he's like, yeah, no, I'm not Nathan. And he said his name again. He's like, do I look black though? And I'm like, no, he looks Spanish. And he's like, oh, because the other guy said I was black. I'm like, his eyes are barely open. He's Asian. They can't see what's going on out there. Well, Bill was very fun and playful like that too. So it was nice. I had a great time.
Wait, is it Saturday you're in Ringo's, New Jersey?
Friday.
Ah, sucks, because I'm down that way on Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where is Ringo's? Can you tell me?
It's like down by like fucking almost New Hope, PA.
Oh, oh, really?
Past Flemington. Yeah.
So I would go down 78 now.
202.
Oh, okay.
202 all the way down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are you at Saturday?
Some other fucking town down that way. I'll tell you.
Yeah, please.
I think it might be open to the public. It's a fundraiser for like some wrestling, some St. Mary's Wrestling or some shit.
You just think of St. Mary's Wrestling, like, ooh, St. Mary's Wrestling.
Apparently pretty good.
Who we up against? St. Mary's Wrestling. Oh.
Let's see if I got the info in case you live down that way. It's Delran, New Jersey. The Holy Cross Wrestling. Holy Cross.
Whoa, that sounds more tough.
Yeah.
Holy Cross? Like what?
Yeah. Holy cow.
Isn't Holy Cross even like a move? Like,
yeah.
Isn't that like a finishing move? He tapped out to the Holy Cross.
You wrestled Holy Cross? Holy cow. It's so tough down there.
Bro, he made him tap out to a Holy Cross.
I'm actually I'm near Philly. Cheesesteaks. What are you? I'm near Philly. Cheesesteaks.
Philly? Let me just see. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to see where I'm at Saturday. What's Saturday's date?
Saturday is the 31st or something. April 1st. April Fool's Day, bro.
Okay, he doesn't have it in here. I don't know where I'm at. I just know I'm at a Gonzo gig.
I should bring someone with me for the ride so we can get cheesesteaks after.
Huh?
I want to bring someone with me for the ride so I can get cheesesteaks after.
Well, I'm trying to see if like maybe Randolph. Where's Randolph?
That's up by me. That's past me. That's north of me. Yeah. It's the opposite of where I'll be.
Right.
Complete opposite.
That's where I'm at.
That's where you're at. Well, if I don't do cheesesteaks, we can meet somewhere halfway and grab food and shit Saturday.
Where are you at Friday? What are you doing Friday?
Nothing. My gig got canceled.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So I'm doing Ruth Chris with my wife.
Right. Not tonight. That's Friday. Okay.
Friday. Yeah. Tonight I'm doing a wake.
Happy birthday.
Very sad.
It is sad, man.
It sucks, man.
How old was the kid?
In his 30s.
Ugh. It doesn't matter. I don't know why I always ask that. You ever say, like, he died? How old was he? What am I going to say? He's fine. Like, it's always...
No, if it was like, 60, you're like,
no, overdose is bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because it's sad. Because it's a lonely...
Right.
I mean, death is lonely. It's rarely is like some exciting thing happen.
Really?
Like, very few people probably die having sex, which is probably what most people would like to have.
Yeah.
Like, if you could pick anything.
If I could pick anything, I just want to go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep.
Over like having sex with a hot broad?
No. Yeah, I don't know if these are options for me.
No, but if you had the option, you'd pick sleep?
No, sex with a hot broad, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the option for anything.
Even broads would take sex with a hot man as death.
But that's the option for anything. Like you want to go to the movies? I have sex with hot broad. You want to have steak or sex with hot broad? What do you want? You want to meet the Pope? Sex with hot broad. You want to get cast in a film? Sex with a hot broad. It's sex with a hot broad. It's always sex with a hot broad. Like that's not.
Yeah.
Death is.
Yeah. No, sleep is the best. I'm saying exciting wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. Again, sex with a hot broad, or like hanging out with like George Clooney and like Matt Damon robbing something.
Yeah. Getting shot in a hail of glory or being a hero saving burning babies from like a building or something.
No.
But like you're a hero and stuff.
I don't want to be a hero.
I know. That's why we don't do shit like that.
Yeah. I know that's an option. I don't want it. There's other guys who want that option. Let them do that. And they don't do it. And they do it because they don't want. They do it to save people. That's what makes them a hero. I can't go and be like, I want to be a hero and wear a cape. My cape get caught on fire. No. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'd just rather.
What if you were walking down the street?
Got it. Go.
You see children. Help me. Burning thing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm helping because that's a scenario that what am I going to do? Fucking take a
But if
Instagram
you died,
photo?
that'd be exciting.
Yeah, that would be exciting. It's not going to be exciting.
I mean, not for you, but for everybody else.
Yeah, but that's not what I want. You're saying what's exciting for me. I want to be excited.
Yeah.
So being excited for me would be going down the blaze like fucking like a big shootout, like after I robbed a bank. That would be cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would be enjoying it at the moment. Saving a burning baby. Of course I want to save the baby, but I'm not excited about this. I'm not like high-fiving people as I'm on fire. Oh, you guys are going to remember me. I'm not going to know any of it because I'm dead, but thanks.
Mike, why are you screaming? Because I'm happily dying, saving burning babies. Good night.
No.
Yeah. No, my whole point was death is lonely. It's very sad, no matter how it happens.
That's a good point.
And so that's that. That's a good way to end the cast. Death is sad.
That's the message?
Yes, the message. So go to MikeGaffneyLive.com to see all his dates. Go to JoeFernandez.net to see all mine. Thanks for listening. Thanks for downloading. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.